Hey everybody, this is Sinclair here, and I'm bringing you the 5 minute stream of consciousness challenge. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm challenging myself to 5 minutes of just non-stop talking. Now, what this is you can't recite anything, you can't make up words, you can breathe, it's fine, but any longer than like a second is a pause. So the idea here is to talk for 5 minutes and just go get it. Just say whatever is in your brain. Just do it. So I've got my alarm here, and it will play this noise when it is time. Okay, so this seems it doesn't seem like it would be that hard. So like I said, no reciting, no fake words. It's okay to breathe, but longer than a second counts as a pause. What I would suggest is give yourself a starting topic before you go, because this doesn't seem like it would be that difficult, but it's a lot harder than you'd think. So, uh, okay, okay. So we're gonna see where this goes, and we're gonna go in three, two, one. I like bacon. Bacon is a delicious treat. It even has a particular taste in the mouth that is identified by science as a completely unique thing, and that's awesome because science can do so much for us, and it can teach us about food, which is amazing because they're full of vitamins and things that we need and sugars, and some people don't need sugar so much because they're diabetic, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that they're less of people. It's just that they can't deal with sugar so well because their insulin gets all jacked up, and that's not bad. That's just part of who they are. They're born that way, or do they develop it that way due to various things, and that's cool. And how the hell did I get onto that topic? That doesn't even help me at all. That's just some medical thing, and nobody wants me to talk about medical things. They want me to talk about like video games and stuff. I like video games and stuff. I was thinking about Devil May Cry the other day. I remember I played the first game and it was awfully cool. I remember that the ability to use the dual weapons as well as the sword seemed like an awfully cool thing, and then the demons and the things were awfully nice, and then I got to a particular boss towards the end when you get into hell, and it's just this floating cannon thing with eyeballs, and you're going around this very tiny room, and I got very frustrated, so I stopped. But then I just didn't pick it up again after a while, and then I don't think I played two or three. I remember I played four. I think I ended up having the same problem where I ended up just stopping the game after a while. But that's okay. Now I need to move on to a different topic because this is just so dry. I'm just giving my opinion on games, and that nobody wants to hear just my opinion on a game there. Or maybe they do. I don't know. This is YouTube. Sometimes people just want to hear what people have to say, and they're wonderful for that. I like people that just like to look around on YouTube because it'll be helpful. And I need to move to another topic. Holy crap! Let's talk about pizzas. I like pizzas. Let's talk about kitties. Kitties are awfully nice and furry, and they purr, and they're so sweet, and they relieve stress, which is good because nobody needs to be stressed. And holy crap, how long? Okay, we're a little under 3 minutes, and good. And holy crap, I really feel like I haven't started to breathe in a while. I really, holy crap. And no, no, I've lost it. Crap. Oh, oh. It does start to feel like you're suffocating. Holy crap. Okay, okay. Woo. I need balls. Okay, I need I got like 3 minutes that time. Oh, wow. Oh boy, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a challenge. You can't just talk for 5 minutes straight without thinking about it. There's usually somebody else talking there. Or you're talking to yourself, and you're just a crazy person. Oh, Sinclair. So we're going to do this again. We're going to try it again. We're going to try it again. I need to give myself a new topic because last time was bacon, and it didn't go anywhere well for me. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about sex, babe. Nope, we're not going there. Balls. Balls. We'll talk about balls. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going to try this again. We're going to go in. Stop doing what you're doing. Okay. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Balls are a very cool thing that was developed, and we're taking a slightly reduced pace so that maybe it won't feel like I'm suffocating after a while. So anyway, back to balls. There's lots of different types of balls. There's footballs, there's basketballs, there's baseballs, there's racket balls, and they all bounce around and do different things, and people like to play sports with them, and sometimes they like to throw them to each other, and they play the catch ball, and then they can hit them with sticks, and sometimes they like to put them through hoops and things, and sometimes there's animals involved, like a fox or a bunny or a horse or a seahorse when they're in the water, and that's not right. They don't use seahorses. They just swim around, but sometimes in cartoons and such they make fun of it by having them ride around on inflatable horses. And that's awfully funny. Ha, nope, that's not a word. Ha 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 is not a word. That doesn't quite count, but I'm still talking anyway. I don't feel bad about that anyway, because this is my challenge. So I'm just going to keep talking despite that maybe small lapse in judgment there, but it was more of a demonstration because I was saying that it's not quite a word, but it is somewhat of an utterance. I know there's a particular term for when you're saying something that is just, maybe it's onomatopoeia. It was an onomatopoeia. I was referring to what I had done using onomatopoeia, and that's okay. So we're going to keep moving along with video games. Oh no, the Steam platform. I'm a big fan of Steam. No, that's like product placement. I can't do that. Let's talk about space. I'm a big fan of space. Space has all kinds of stuff in it, like everything in the universe, and it's becoming more and more complex as we look at it, which is really interesting because you feel like it would go the other way around, where it would become less and less complex the more we study it because we start to understand it more. But no, the more we understand it, the more complex it becomes. And have you ever wondered why the galaxies are getting farther away faster than they would normally? Did you know that that's what they're doing? Did you know that the distance between galaxies is getting greater every second of every day? And that means that eventually, if we ever do figure out intergalactic travel, then that's going to make it incredibly hard to do because the distance and the relation between the different galaxies is going to keep changing, and that's going to prove a frustrating thing for galactic navigational chart people because they'll go, oh well, it used to be over there but now it's changed course, so if we try and send somebody over there, they're just gonna fucking die, and nobody wants that. That'll get people fired. How are we doing on time? I'm down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. That's wonderful because I'm starting to run out of ideas. Let's talk about kitchen appliances. Blenders are awful handy. You put stuff in there and it mulches them all to crap, and then you can put other things in there, and oh man, it's about the 3-minute mark that this becomes much harder. So lamps provide a lot of light for people to see and do things by, and they were not necessarily just invented by that guy who is credited with the light bulb. Actually, Tesla had he had to create his own light bulbs via this flask type thing, and then he would seal it with wax and put little wires in there, and that made it a tight seal for it to produce kind of a halogen bulb effect, and it lit up and it was great, and it was better than the other guys whose name I really wish that I could remember right now, because it's becoming much harder to think of things when you've just been spouting out words for a while, and that's a breath, and that wasn't as long as a second, so that's okay. And we're gonna go back to blenders. No, we're gonna talk about dishwashers. Why the hell are we talking about dishwashers? Nobody wants me to talk about dishwashers. Let's talk about chess. I don't really know a whole lot about chess. I've played a little bit of chess when I was younger, but I've tried it since then, and I'm not so much good at it very well. I confuse people who are good at chess because I make moves that don't make any sense, and then they go, well, what the hell is he doing? Is he doing something that will eventually play out in this other crazy way later? And I'm going, no, I'm just a dumb. I've got the thinky brain, and it makes me go this way. Move that pawn. Woo! And that's just how that's my role in chess, is to make people who know how to play chess confused. So let's talk about checkers and bowling. I like to bowl. Have you ever bowled? Bowling is awful cool. Oh man, I'm starting to salivate and foamy in weird ways. That's kind of odd. I've never tried this before. Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it! I talked for 5 minutes straight! Woo! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Oh man! Oh, that was so hard. Oh, a couple of times. I'm not sure entirely count, but well, I'll go back and see in editing. Anyway, that is a lot harder than it seems. So I challenge you to try it. And if you can't do it, or if you do it, whatever, record, put it up on YouTube, send me a link to it. Challenge other YouTubers to do it. Share the link here, because I don't think that they can do it as well as I just did it. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, this has been Sinclair. And until next time, take care and be well, everybody.